Hello, mod showcase. Here's my mod. First of all, we're taking a look at the manual and the change log. I'm just gonna sort of scroll through it real quick. You get to have a sneak peek of what's in store. There's a lot here, especially with Shadow. You'll see, it's a big block. And there's that. Let's open up the game now. And actually show the juicy good parts. I think I'm gonna start this demonstration from scratch as if I've never demonstrated any of this before. So first of all, with Sonic, various value changes. He runs a whole one unit faster. Wow, incredible. His light dash has been greatly increased in speed, as well as Shadow's. His bound attack behaves gravity now, and reaches its max height at 3 bound jumps. The downward bound jump animation is still the rolling animation, because I thought it was weird that you could still damage enemies and it would behave exactly like the other half of the bound jump in terms of damaging enemies. So there's that. Right. Spin dash spam has been nerfed quite a bit, but charged spin dash has been buffed quite a bit. It takes about that long for you to reach a maximum charge. And you go at, I think, 10 times max run speed. I'm probably wrong, though. There's a multiplier of 10 somewhere in there. Gems. Blue gem is useless at level 1. You can use it in the air. It's pretty cool in that regard. Level 2, you start to see its use a little bit if you use it while you're already going full speed. Still not all that useful. But then at level 3, you'll see it really gets fast. So it's sort of a exponential growth sort of thing. And then again, you can use it in the air. Red gem has been slightly changed as well. The max run speed has been increased by quite a bit while you're using it. Unfortunately, I think you can spam it at least a little bit. But who's gonna be doing that, right? Sliding now lasts forever until you jump out of it or spin kick out of it or cancel it. Let's see, what else is there? That's pretty much it. Homing animations for both Sonic and Shadow now use the spin dash animation. You can't really see it here. I'll probably show it off when we get to Shadow. You could kind of see it a little bit there. Let's see, what else is there? We'll save Supersonic for the end, don't worry about that. Let's take a look at Knuckles, whose changeless is relatively short. Basically, his glide is heavier, like in retail. Because I like it better like that, because it makes more sense. Because literally all he uses to glide is his dreadlocks, which is a bit weird. He climbs faster, though, to sort of make up for that. Unfortunately, it's still faster to just cling to the wall and then jump off of it immediately, but, you know, what? It's a nice change, I feel. And then, the ground shaker obeys gravity as well, and doesn't immediately start going down, but rather goes down after, whatever, you understand how it works. It takes in whatever momentum it's given, and then just starts going down. That's pretty much it for Knuckles. Let's look at Rouge, because Tails is not changed at all. Rouge's climb speed is the same, and pretty much everything about her is the same. I might have increased her run speed a little bit, I don't know. But her gliding is much faster now, after a certain point. You'll see when we land, she's in her fast running animation, which is just her normal running animation, but faster. I can't wait to see how this changes in the Silver release, which is in beta testing now. I tried to reduce her jiggle physics, but I could only find the values for Sonic and Shadow's quills, and literally adding, like, if player equals Rouge, then increase the stiffness, which is basically like the resistance. Didn't work, so we're stuck with this for now. Hopefully it's toned down, or some in-between frames are made so it's not so jarring and weird. Anyway, she also has a reworked, I forget what this is called, but that's basically more of a multi-hit air move than anything else now. It still stuns when it hits the ground, it just takes a while. I need to make it so it doesn't go down at it's such a sharp angle, but other than that it's pretty useful. Let's check out Omega here. Oh, I wish I didn't get rid of those enemies. While we're going over here, let me show off his hover. As you can see, it takes in momentum a little bit and falls faster. But if you hold the right... Oh. Almost forgot. There you go. Now you can see my controller. As you can see, you fall faster while you hover, but if you hold the right trigger, you use up more meter and you go upward. I just thought it would be neat to have that as a feature. Another thing is lock-on laser deals 2 damage, as you can see through these guys' health bar. This thing also deals 2 damage, but I think it was already like that. I honestly don't remember. And then the Omega Launcher, I think this is called, deals 5 damage. So it's a beefy attack. I need to, honestly need to find a way to make this less spammable. Maybe I should make it use meter or something. Yeah. Anyway, that's Omega. Let me head on down to and again, the reason I'm not picking Tails is because he didn't change at all. Let's take a look at Shadow now. Shadow, well, okay. Let me oh, right, there's something I forgot to show with Sonic. The bound attack has new functions. If you have your gem meter out, I don't know how to make it so that you still have a meter without your gems. But once I figure that out, it'll just be if you have meter, If you keep holding the X button, when you hit the ground, you'll do one of two things. You'll either go into a roll, based on the amount of downward velocity you have, or you'll go into a kick, and it's all dependent on if you're holding a direction with the direction movement stick. Honestly, not all that useful. Shadow has also been given a move that's not all that useful, that we'll get to in a second. But first, I want to show something off. Shadow's homing it. Well, restart again to get a frame of reference. This is Sonic's homing attack. Let's see if I can align this. There we go. This is Sonic's homing attack. And, here's Shadow's. As you can see, it's quite a bit further. This matches how it is in retail. I don't know what I just did. I must have double tapped the A button really fast on accident. And another thing, the lock-on actually matches its increased speed, or range. So, before, I didn't know how to change that. So I had to, I was pretty limited on how much longer I could make Shadow's homing attack, but now, you know, I can lock onto these guys from all the way over here. Next change, Chaos Spear. First of all, increased range. Second of all, you slightly lower while you're charging it. And thirdly, charged Chaos Spear no longer, turns into lances. Which is like how it is in retail. But that's just because I like stunning a really big thing of enemies and then taking care of them myself. Another thing, if I can show this off. That's supposed to be faster. The way it's coded, I guess there's something weird that makes it inconsistent. But that's supposed to be faster. Excuse me. I had a stiff back. And another thing. This move has been scuffed from release 1 of Shadow. It's really weird, but its range is longer, and Shadow always does a voice clip on each kick. And of course finishes it with that satisfying last one, which is how it should be. Shadow Spin Dash matches Sonic's in terms of faster with more charge speed. Let's do it. Alright. Fair enough. Let's match... No, not match. What am I saying? Let's take a look at Chaos Snap. It's faster. And the button to get out of it, your Chaos attack is now B. Not only is Snap faster, your Chaos attacks are also much faster while you're in Chaos Boost. And another thing, the actual Snap is faster as well. And you have more of them per A button hold. I toyed around with putting the Chaos attack button on the X button, but it didn't really mesh well, I don't think. The reason I put exit Chaos Attack on B is because I don't like pressing A and Y at the same time. And you actually can go higher if you if you're holding A when you undo your thing. Okay. So you might have noticed that rails are different. They now take in your speed and quickly decrease it to a set speed. So you must be thinking, wow, Chaos Attack must be broken on rails. Homing attack into one of those. Not really. You see, if you're going past a certain speed, it like exponentially decreases your speed until it hits an acceptable rate. I'm sure you could like do something like this and do a trick as soon as you latch onto the rail and be able to keep your speed, but yeah, that's fine. Oh, completely almost forgot again this useless thing I added for Shadow. You know about double inputs and how if you press 2 action buttons at the same time you do basically a high jump? Well, in the next release that's getting patched, so for now it's useless, but in the next release, if you're holding the B button and you press the A button, you'll do a high jump. And this high jump, first of all, uses meter. Second of all, is based on your speed. So you'll go higher the faster you go. It only works up to a point, though. And another thing is that it goes higher with full power and does not lose meter. For some reason, I can only get it to cap at around this height. Well, that's fine. There's not really much that's like past this height anyway. Oh, right, silver. Forgot about silver. Let's see, what did I cover? Oh, right. Small things still need to be addressed. Are there enemies over here still, or did I kill them? I'm just gonna restart. Small things with Shadow. Well, I guess I can just use these. Now that you don't use lances when you charge your spear, I've increased the damage of the lances. They now deal 2 damage per. And because the range is so big, you can pretty much snipe enemies from afar. And that's not all. Let me quickly make my way over here. Chaos Blast is instant alongside its other not instant bit, because I couldn't figure out how to increase the range of its initial bit, but it's got a pretty big range otherwise now. Let's see if we can, and the damage has fall off. So the further an enemy is away, the less damage it deals. Anyway, that's that. And then Princess here has only a few changes. Change number 1, their homing attack works like shadows in that it's longer. Which I feel is pretty much needed for them, since number 1, they don't have a homing attack refresh, and number 2, they're kind of painful to use, honestly. Number 2, the slide attack deals 2 damage, because again, they need all the help they can get, and being fun. And again, it lasts forever, because every version of Sonic's slide kick lasts forever now. So you can just go around, kicking up everybody for 999 units, pretty much. So it's pretty much forever. It's not exactly forever. Like, if I kept doing this for, well, like 4 minutes, I'd probably run out. Anyway, it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. Okay, first of all, I changed how the transformation works. So we're gonna do it right here. I need 50 rings. I did not change the amount of rings you need. You still need 50 rings. And I'll go ahead and grab those levels. The levels don't change this part. This part always is like this. So, I want to showcase something real quick. That's a lot of damage. And it drew in those rings that were there. So that's pretty cool. Supersonic's quills are also less stiff. They're as not stiff as I can make them without them looking weird. When he goes forward, he kind of looks like the one that everybody likes, but not really. Anyway, here's the star of the show, the light attack. On the ground, it's an instant boost, which I need to add a huge attack sphere to, and you'll notice it drains rings, and it drains rings the faster you use it at a cap of 15 rings. But nobody's gonna be using that stinky old ground boost. There's one boost that I know everybody's gonna want to use. Okay, I didn't mean to pick up the speed shoes, but here we are. And that is this. So the only reason he's going so fast is because he's got the speed shoes. And the faster he goes, the more is drained. So I'll go over here and pick some of these up. Honestly, might want to go into the second. What is this called? Test stage. So I can actually showcase the flying. Because there's more rings here. You see? There's a 5 here. There's a 10 here. They're all over the place. It might take a second to see them for me. Because I never use this part of the test stage. I should have transformed here, honestly. Look at all these boxes. It would have been great to destroy these. But anyway, let's take a look at Supersonic. So the flying, of course, drains rings. And here's the controls. A button to go up. And the higher up you go, the more rings you drain. Or rather, the faster you're moving upwards, the more rings you drain. And then on the B button, okay, I released RT. You're not supposed to do that. On the B button is a quick drop, and you'll notice in the bottom right, it actually builds meter a little bit. Only a little bit though. Nothing too crazy. I'd like some more rings, please. Whatever, we'll climb up here. I can showcase that quick drop a little bit more. It works pretty much like the bound attack in that it basically goes down at the same rate. And you'll notice when I stop flying, Sonic goes into a little animation. Your controls are locked during that, but you can bound attack out of it and light dash out of it. Another move is the X button, which increases your ring drain and your meter drain by a lot, but lets you do a cool little dash. Another thing is if you're going fast enough in the air and you use that, you will do a dash. And I need rings. And I forgot to show off the B button thing. And one thing I really like is if you're flying and you run out of rings, Sonic makes a little noise, which is always nice. A couple other things I want to show off are the other jump dash types. Let's open this up. Excuse me, and then go into the test stage. So the curved jump dash is now better. It retains momentum. It still curves at a downward arc if you use it in its normal situation, which is a jump and a dash. Not quite as much of a downward arc, but still noticeable. And you'll notice it's a lot shorter. The range is not shorter. The range is just the same, but it's sort of a trade-off with the retaining momentum. It also doesn't perfectly retain momentum. Like, for example, if you're going too fast, it'll slow you on down. So that's just because a homing attack that completely retains momentum is stinky and will make platforming bad. Anyway, Shadows obviously is a bit faster, lasts a bit longer. And the thing about this particular homing attack is it's just really hard for Shadow to use it, because this, alongside the spear having a downward sort of movement in the air, can't really utilize it perfectly. You see, he just like goes down, like down. So that's sort of the benefit of the straight jump dash over the curved jump dash. And of course, you can do stuff like this with it. Hold on, give me a second. No, I hate those boosters. You can do stuff like this. Whee! So that's pretty cool, I would say. You can also use Sonic's bound attack because it doesn't instantly go down to do some cool stuff like that. And the real thing that got everybody interested in this stupid little mod is the jump dash of the legacy jump dash, which does this. To recap, it does this. That's right, it's a double jump. You might be thinking, hey, what's the point of a high jump if Sonic can just reach up here with a bound jump and a double jump anyway? Excuse me. Well, this is why. Shadow can reach up here without the high jump, using this double jump, because his is higher, because his jump dash is longer. So with a high jump, you can go pretty dang high. I think. No. Okay. Well, I would have made that. Let me try from this angle. Yeah, there we go. One second. Oh, excuse me. One known bug with this jump dash is that you will do a homing animation if you homing attack and then do the jump dash again. I don't know why it does that. It happens with Supersonic's flight as well. It's supposed to play an animation or something, and it just plays the homing attack animation. I think it does that in normal p-06 with the light speed attack. Anyway, all of these homing attacks, Sonic and Elise uses Shadow's length and stuff, so they go about this high. Yeah. That's it for those guys, I think. At the very end, we'll go down that changelog one by one and look at everything. I want to show off a couple of other states, namely Max Speed. Max Speed Sonic does a couple of things different. And to do that, we're going to get through Crisis City, which has another very neat little bit. Snowboard Sonic. You'll notice he's moving rather quickly. And rather uncontrollably, might I add. I've been suggested to reduce the sensitivity of this, which I agree with. Because it's kind of ridiculous being able to go this fast and turn that tightly. White Acropolis's one is given the same treatment, but nowhere to the degree of this one. You'll notice that the rails were faster and the ground speed was faster, and that's pretty much it. I tried to make it work like grind rails here. Where doing a trick will increase your speed, and then you'll quickly decrease back to the other speed. But I guess the code just didn't work. So so it just didn't work out, I guess. Check this out. Oh, right. Supersonic's transforming is basically a chaos blast now, which is pretty cool. You'll notice I have routes already planned out. And that's just because I have to go through this in order to test Mach Speed Sonic. And Crystal City gives you the most rings when going into it, and it has the straightest line, so it's real easy to get a bunch of rings and then just test some of the supersonic abilities. Wave Ocean is also good, but it gives you much fewer rings. I forgot I wasn't using the other jump dash type. Here's another cool thing. While you're flying, the speed you're going... Oh shit. Well. Ooh. Nah, I was on the death plane. I can still get enough rings. Probably. Maybe. I need to switch jump dash types when what am I doing? Get the yellow gem out, please. You don't need level 3 in Mach Speed. Mach Speed Supersonic is all I changed for that. I don't know, it's just, I feel like Supersonic needs something cool other than just being faster in max speed. So I'm trying to do that. Is this gonna be enough? 6, 7, 8, 9, and then there's a 20 up here. Right. Oh, I'm gonna kill those birds. That's fine. Supersonic jumps a lot higher, so I can still reach.
Looks like I can jump from there.
Now watch the ring counter when we enter Mach Speed. Goes down pretty fast, right?
That tornado's carrying the car.
Oh shit. Well, the reason for that is that there's so many rings in Mach Speed that it doesn't oh shit. That it doesn't, basically, I didn't want you to be able to outpace the drain speed by just playing the stage. Here's something that Supersonic can do. You can boost, at the cost of rings, of course. I hate that camera transition. Kills all your speed. Boosting, you can actually outpace the truck there. So that's pretty neat. Let's head on over to Wave Ocean real quick, as soon as these results finish up.
Let's get going.
Right, Wave Ocean. Just to test the other supersonic thing. Well, I was gonna change the jump dash, but it's too late now. We can use the double jump. You'll notice I go into the water a lot quicker. That's because I tried to make it retain some of the momentum. I'm not sure how well that worked. Well, I mean, it worked well. I know that, but the boost rings, I need to figure out where those are in the code so I can change what they do. And then I'll be pretty much set in terms of Wave Ocean stuff. I want to either make them faster or give you a flat increase in not speed. Yeah, speed. Speed is the right word. Also, maybe remove some dash pads here and there. Let slope physics have some time to shine in some places. Anyway, we're gonna be forced to play as Tails, and I'm gonna take the slower method of crossing the sea, just so that I don't die.
Okay, Sonic, I'll be right
Hi, Tails. The reason Tails hasn't changed is because, I mean, how can I improve? How can I improve Tails? Right? Like, he's pretty balanced. Except for his, like, twin tail attack, but honestly, that's really fun to use, and it's really funny that it's super overpowered.
Thank you, Tails. You saved
Sonic, Eggman's battleship went that way.
Maybe I could change how it functions in the air or something. I don't know. Anyway, welcome to Wave Ocean.
We're not gonna make it.
Here we'll be able to see the effects a lot more clearly. Like, for example, here's boosting, and here's flying. If you're on the ground and you hold right trigger, you'll boost, of course. And if you're in the air, and you hold right trigger, you will fall slower. I need to make it so that if you're in the air, you'll like air bonk or something. Or slow down really quick when you detransform. To sort of match what happens on the ground. But, yeah. That's enough of that.
Just ate it.
Let's go back to desktop 1. First I'm gonna do this so I don't corrupt my save or something. I don't really know if that's how it works, but yeah. And let's take a look at, let's review. Of course, with the bound jump, I showed that off. The flight and the boost, I showed that off. The boost and the flight and Mach speed, I showed that off. Shadow's high jump and the exit chaos attack being on a different button, I showed that off. Omega's hover, I showed that off. Let's go to the change log. Curve jump dash, both showed off. Legacy jump dash, light dashing, spin dashes, rails, running momentum. Oh, that's a small one. Basically, after a dash pad or like a spin dash that you canceled with the X button or something, you'll keep your speed for slightly faster or slightly longer. That was an attempt to make slope physics actually matter, but I guess I won't really need this one anymore once Silver Release comes out and I remake this mod from scratch pretty much. Animation changes, I showcased a few of those. You might have seen Shadow go into the spin dash animation while chaos snapping. That was an accident, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. And I didn't show this one off, but the Radical Train in Radical Train stays a lot further ahead from Sonic because originally you'd be able to catch up with it and even bonk on it while boosting is supersonic. Bound attack, functionality, flight attack, transforming, quills, and flight attack. Pretty much covers it. Oh, I need to add about Sonic's gems. Where should I add those? Right here. Blue gem behaves differently. Red gem increases top speed. Okay. Various Mach speed value changes. You can't roof lodge anymore. I didn't show that one off, but basically the higher you go, the quicker you fall. is sort of the thing there. So you do still go up. It's just that you sort of like cap out your speed at 0, and then you don't make the jump. Is what that means. Supersonic can boost and fly. Super rings drain incredibly fast, and super ring magnet increases with speed. I didn't explain that one, but you might have caught on that that's what was happening. Snowboards, of course. At least slide attack deals 2 damage. Jump dash behaves like shadows. Knuckles' glide, his climb, his ground shaker. Right. This is the beefy one, so this is the one I most likely forgot something from. Shadow's homing attack is longer, Slick Edge jump dash is higher, Chaos attacking is slightly faster. Change of buttons, range, voice clip. Chaos Spear is a bigger lock-on range, charging, can target 8 enemies. No longer changes to Lance. Lance now deals 2 damage. Snap is triple the speed. Gains. Oh right. Chaos Snap itself is also a bit faster. But you can feel it. I can feel it at least, being faster. Shadow can chain onto more enemies with Chaos Snap. Chaos Blast. Oh, excuse me. Chaos Blast range increased, and the animation. Oh right. One of the animations that was changed. The homing animation uses the spin dash one. I explained that, and I forgot to take another look at it as Shadow, but you might have seen it. I think it works pretty well and is overall unnoticeable. In the silver release, this homing attack will probably have squash and stretch anyway. But that's fine. Rouge's kick dive, Rouge glides faster, Omega, 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 Silver, Silver. I didn't talk about Silver. Oops. Let's go back in and show Silver off real quick. Excuse me, just getting the old controller on screen. And then as soon as the preview wants to show me the game, we will go into the test stage again. Here we go. Silver. Hi, Silver. His float, first of all, takes longer to level out to 0 Y velocity. It takes a little bit longer to level out to that, so he feels a little floatier. But the real star of the show is this. Originally, I wasn't too sure about this move. Plus, it's not at all what I was trying to achieve. But over time, I grew to like it. It's cool, and you can do some pretty neat skips in Kingdom Valley with it. And probably also aquatic base, although I didn't make it to aquatic base while I was testing. I wonder if it goes that high. It doesn't. Okay. I thought about adding something to where if you held a certain button, you fly upwards. But the problem is X button is used. It does like a weird Air Psycho Smash, I think this is called. A charged one, I mean. Which, like, why would you charge one of these? I think it's, the throwing interfering with flight or something. I don't know. B button shoots one of these bad boys, and I'm not too keen on using the Y button and the A button at the same time. And finally, you can't. Well, hold on. Let me find some objects that are like above me. Let me put this box on the edge here. Okay. Or let me find some objects that are above me. Well, I guess this should be above me just about now. Okay, it's not working. Can you not grab objects while you're floating? Because if that's the case, oh my god. Okay, we might have right trigger on increase height, levitate height, I guess. That's cool. Hopefully it doesn't become a thing where you're just holding RT and spamming the thing like this. Although I guess I could make it handle like Omegas, and then you wouldn't have that problem because, yeah, this doesn't seem very efficient. Okay, let's go back to the change log. Let's go back to the change log here. And here's my to-do list. Fix snowboard turning. Change how the snowboard's kick works. So like when you're grinding and you do a grind trick. I explained this earlier, it's fine. Make it so Sonic's meter is always visible and active. Do something with the select button. I'm gonna change this. We don't need anything to be done with the select button. Do something with Tails. Anything at all with Tails would be good. Change how dash pads work and remove some from stages. I don't know how to do that. Let's well, I guess if the water rings thing is in here as well, I can leave it near the top. Make it so dummy ring bombs lock on when you're on the ground, but not in the air, like how it is in retail. I just think that works a little bit better because it rewards you. Basically, you're trading accuracy for a really long animation. Make super flight ignore camera events somehow. Because in Kingdom Valley especially, the camera events, when you're flying past the jump pad sections, the wall jump sections, the camera events can really screw you over and make you bonk. Invert the legacy jump dash particles for release. Basically what that means is if you're using the shield, you use the particles that you would have used without the shield. The only problem is that is snipping tool. The only problem is if I can find it, the particle system sucks and I can't change anything with it. Sonic effects should be above Sonic. Sonic fast, Sonic effects, yeah, here it is. This here update, I'm pretty sure, is where all the effects are set into effect. But the thing is, even if I go to edit it and then I compile it without changing anything, it doesn't let me, because particle emission.system is not a variable, even though it's used. Look at it. Look at this. It's used. So, that's the problem with that. Anyway, now we get into particle stuff. Add bound jump particles, change silver psi colors, add jet shoe effects to a bunch of stuff, reduce supersonic's glow effect, or make it orange. I like I like when supersonic has like orange reflections or like orange shadows on him. Like the dark areas are more orange. And then make homing attacks not immediately change direction towards the target, but rather do that. Yeah. Yeah, that's my mod so far. Thank you, and remember to always eat your cereal in the morning. Okay, bye.